you so much for joining me today. So I'm Jess. I am a planner, I'm a knitter, and I'm just a human. I don't know what else to say. This is episode 2 of my knitting vlog, so thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys will enjoy this. I hope it will kind of inspire you, or maybe you just want to see pretty projects. That works too. But anyways, if you want to follow me on Instagram, names will be down below and also in the description box. So you can find me on my main planning account as Knit Plan Jess. You can find me as my main knitting account as Jessica Erin Knits. And for those that are on Ravelry, you can find me at Jessica Erin, but I don't really do a good job with keeping up with my Ravelry. I'll try better. I will try better. Okay, so anyways, we're going to start off today with talking about whips. Before I start, I have my coffee. Did I mention that I have my mannequin? This means I'm like touching its boobs. I have cowls that I plan on showing you, so yay. To start off with, I do have a couple of projects in progress. I have my Halloween socks. So these are out of Knit Picks Felici yarn. I have 2 balls, so I only have one sock cast on, but here's the other ball. I basically plan on knitting this one and seeing how much yarn I'm going to be using up. I think I'm going to plan on probably starting the heel very soon. So this is basically a top-down sock. And I think I'm going to plan on starting the heel once I'm completely done with this purple. So then that way the heel will be in this yellow and then this light orange color. Sorry, Duke's doing something weird. And then I'll knit the rest of the sock. And then I'm going to cast on sock number 2. But I'm going to use up whatever I have of this one and then go into this one. So work in progress number 1. I love socks. I love knitting socks. And then I have a hat. This is called the September hat. I think this is called the September hat. So this is basically all I have is a brim so far, and then it's going to go into a really pretty pattern. I will link a photo, or I'll show a photo right here of what the hat's going to look like. The yarn that I'm using is Barocco Vibe. It is organic cotton, organic wool, so 45 of each, and then 10% nylon. I actually finished it for a cowl, and I really wanted to use up the rest of this yarn, so I decided that a bulky hat to coordinate is going to be perfect. So there's that. And now, that's really all that I have for works in progress. I don't like to keep a lot of projects going on. I do have a lot of projects that I want to cast on, but I'm waiting until February 1st to start because I want to get my hat done first. But let's go ahead and jump into finished objects. So the first finished object that we have is the Easy and Free Cowl. This is by Karina Spencer. This was knit out of the Barocco Vibes yarn. Barocco Vibe. I really love it. I still need to weave in the ends. As you can see, I do have a couple ends sitting out here, so I do need to weave it in. But I love how it sits on me. Like it's a really nice and cozy cowl. So yeah, I don't think I'm really going to block it because I don't think it really needs to be blocked. Maybe I do, but yeah, this will be nice. If I can be able to weave in the ends after I'm done recording, I think I'm actually going to plan on wearing this today when I go out because it is kind of chilly outside. The only problem is this actually matches my jacket. I wear a lot of gray and black. I wear a lot of black and wear a lot of gray. So this actually matches my jacket. So I think I'm going to have to pull out like a different jacket. So we'll see. All right, and moving on to finished object number 2. So finished object number 2 is the Cowloween. I do not remember the designer name, so I will have it in words down below. And also all of these projects are going to be linked on Ravelry. So if you want to purchase a pattern, or if the pattern's free, you want to download it and you want to knit it yourself, you can really easily get to it. So this was knit out of, honestly, scrap yarn. I had a mini skein set. I do not know who the yarn dyer was that I used, but it was a mini skein set that had the orange, the green, the purple, and then I used a white and a pink of different yarn, but that was the same weight, same spin, like same spin direction, same number of plies and such. And yeah, I really love how it turned out. You can see the little ghosts and the pumpkins, and I think it's so cute, but I don't really like how it fits on me. I feel like it's a little bit tighter than what I prefer. I do have to wash it. I do have to weave in a lot of ends, so I do plan on doing that today, I guess. I'm gonna at least weave in the ends. I'm probably gonna wait until summertime to wash it and block it, just because right now it's a little too cold outside to properly dry it outside. But yeah, I'm just glad to have this finished. So there we go. This is finished object number 2. And then finally we have finished object number 3. So this is a hat that I knit. This is the February hat pattern. I think this is cascade yarn. I should have been better about writing this down, but I didn't. I apologize. It's just a really pretty forest green color. Let's see if I can mess up my hair. I don't always like how I look in hats, but so yeah, so this is, you can kind of see, or if you wanted to be fancy, you could like wear it back like this and kind of go poofy on the back. Yeah, I would have to actually take out my hair out of my little pigtails in order to wear this hat. I'm not a hat wearer. I do plan though on, once I weave in the ends, I'm going to actually plan on donating this. I will be putting this into a bag with a card that has care instructions. I have another ball of this yarn that has the label on it, so I know that I can figure out what kind of yarn that it is, but I'll basically put care instructions on it. And then I'm going to put this into the free little library, so that way anybody can just pick it up. So it's not, it's not something that I'm going to wear. It's just basically something that I wanted to knit up and somebody else can use it. And then lastly that I want to talk about, this is probably going to be like really short. I think all of my knitting vlogs are going to be probably really short. So I have a couple projects that I want to knit up. So number one, I want to take this Misty alpaca. This is its worsted weight. It is 70% merino, 30% alpaca. I want to knit a pair of slipper socks out of this. I think this would knit up really pretty. It's super soft, and I don't think the alpaca would really be bad on the feet. I think this would be really nice for socks. So I do want to knit this up. I don't know if I'm going to knit up like just my standard sock or if I'm going to do an actual slipper sock pattern. We'll see. We'll see. I really like it because it's Gryffindor color. And then I have, it's Loops and Thread Charisma, because I want to knit up a couple of little cacti. I'm going to post a photo right there. So basically these woolly cacti, they're knit cacti, and you just stuff them with wool, or you can stuff them with like fiber fill. They are so much fun. I actually knit these like maybe gosh, I almost want to say maybe 9 years ago. I think it was 2013. Oh my gosh, that was 9 years ago. Yes, I think it was, I knit them up in 2013. I actually knit them up for teacher gifts. So you knit the cacti and then you put it into a little ceramic pot that you just buy from Michael's or Walmart or wherever. And they're super cute to kind of have on your desk. It's like literally the plant that will never die. So I'm going to be using the Charisma from Loops and Threads because this is the perfect green for it. And then either I'm going to find, because the pattern calls for crocheted flowers and I do not crochet. So if I can't find a knitted flower that I want to use, then I'm going to plan on just buying some fake flowers that have like a really small flower in it that looks like that it would be kind of one that would go on a cactus, and I'll just glue it on or figure out how to sew it on. But yeah, so really excited about that. That's definitely going to be something that I'm going to cast on in February. So my goal is to have that to show you when I go to post my video in February. And hopefully I will have the socks as well. Yeah, I just need to figure out what pattern that I want to use for the socks. All right, so there you go. That's all I've got for you today. Short and sweet, but I really hope that, like I said, if you are a knitter or a crocheter yourself, I hope this inspires you. Let me know, what are you currently working on? Maybe you'll inspire me, but I think I'm gonna work on my hat today because I want to get this finished by the end of January. So I have just a couple of days to do that. And then I'm gonna figure out what I want to knit out of that maroon yarn. And then February 1st, I can cast on the little woolly cacti that I want to knit. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoy this, and stay tuned next month for episode 3. Bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the next video.